Hello guys, football talks. Chelsea 2, Leicester City 1. It was a strange game of football at Stamford Bridge today, and a game where Chelsea showcased that they have a good number of world-class players in their squad. One of the marks of a good team or a mentally strong team is that they find ways to win even when things are not going well. Chelsea shook off the defeat of last week to bounce back in a way that many people didn't expect. This game started and the both teams were trading attacks and trying to get at each other and score and things like that. And Gallagher found himself committing two fouls, which led to a red card, and he was sent off. And it seemed like this game was done for Chelsea. But the strangest thing happened. Chelsea began to play better than they played. They played better with 10 men that they were playing when they had 11 men. They seemed to play with much more purpose with 10 men than when they had 11 men. And it was strange. Raheem Sterling showing why he was signed, and he scored two goals to ensure that Chelsea had the lead, and from then on Leicester were left chasing the game, and they were able to score one, a very fine one. I have to add, after having Barnes combined, and he did a 1-2 and he got the ball in the box and sent the ball a smashing shot beyond Edward Mendy. It was a good goal, and that proved to be the last act for Leicester, even though they huffed and puffed and they pushed and launched attacks of their own, but they couldn't get a goal. Chelsea held firm until the very end. But I think at this point, it has to be said that there seems to be a lack of understanding between Conor Gallagher and the other midfielders in midfield. And it was evident in the game against Leeds and was evident in this game again. There seems to be a lack of an understanding. And it's natural because this is his first time playing with those players. And there are a good number of new players who have been signed as well, who are also trying to develop an understanding with the rest of the team. And I think it's going to take some time, at least during the season. It's going to take some time for Gallagher and the rest of the team to develop an understanding with each other. But the question for Tuchel to answer now is if Conor Gallagher, after he comes back from his suspension, will he choose to stick with him and keep trying him out? Because the truth of the matter is that the only way Gallagher can develop understanding with the team is to actually play with them. But that's the problem. This is the Premier League. Games are so tough and hard, and it's not a league that gives room for experimenting and things like that. So it's going to be a big decision for Tuchel, but he's a world class manager. He's making tough decisions. Is what his career has been built on, and I'm sure he's going to find a solution. But for now, it seems like Gallagher is still trying to develop an understanding with the rest of the team, and he and the Chelsea team, they might need time before they can get to understand each other in, going forward in the season and at Chelsea. We'd love to hear your comments section below. What did you feel about this result? Chelsea shocked and surprised everyone with these beautiful results. The performance, yes, may not have been the best. There were so many disjointed moments. The football wasn't so liquid, but I have to say that the combination and the build up for Sterling's second goal was fantastic, and it showed this. I think it showed a sign of things to come with these new players who have been brought into this squad. So let us know in the comment section below. What do you feel about Chelsea? Where do you see them finishing coming of the season? What do you feel this result means for Chelsea? Do you think it's an upward trajectory for them? And let us know in the comment section below. Same goes for Leicester as well. I think Bernard Rodgers will be very disappointed that Chelsea went Chelsea went a man down and he still couldn't get anything from this game, not even a draw. It's a bad result for him. There's no other way to mask it. He should have been able to get a draw. So the question has to be asked: Bernard Rodgers to the man for Chelsea for Leicester City? Is this the man to take them forward? Because these are the questions that have been asked for a very long time. There are so many people doubting. There are so many people who believe in him. But this result will not endear him to many fans because this is a game he should have at least gotten something from. And at some point, Leicester were looking so clueless. Two goals down to a side that just received a red card. So it's a question. These are questions I need to ask. But where do you feel Leicester will finish coming up the season? What if like challenges Leicester facing this season? What if like social challenges? Same goes for Chelsea as well. What if like challenges Chelsea are facing in league this season? What if like social challenges? What do you think? Do you think they need to dip into the market? What do you think they need to do to play even better than they're playing? And what do you think is a realistic target for Chelsea this season? Top four, the Premier League? Let us know in the comment section below. Again, just don't forget to like, first subscribe, first comment, and share. I look very forward to hear from you again next game day. Goodbye and God bless.